Hey guys, welcome to Technibility. I am Barrage. We are your source for no-nonsense tech. So let's get straight to the point here. We have a Samsung Galaxy S5 for T-Mobile. We're going to go ahead and do an unboxing and a quick first look. I literally just got this phone. I'm not going to do the full review yet because I do want some time to play around with it. But we're going to go ahead and unbox it here, take a look at the phone, and see what we have going on here. So obviously you see the box, okay, very light box. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way. Here you see the actual phone, which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, you can see the sticker, the SIM card tray, and all that good stuff, and of course you have the manuals. So let's go ahead and open this up. You can see, of course, like I said, the manuals and all that good stuff. Put that aside. All right, you got the earbuds, the headphones. Of course, you have the charger as well as the wall charger. You can see that charger, wall charger. See the cable right there. Okay, it's white, so I got the white one. And nothing else in here. I'm going to go ahead and put everything back. Close that up, push it to the side. Let's take a look at the actual phone. Okay, so this is the Galaxy S5, Samsung's latest flagship device, running on a 2.5 gigahertz Snapdragon quad-core 801 processor, Adreno 330 GPU, 2 gigs of RAM. It's got external storage, a 2800 milliamp battery, 1080p 5.1-inch display. It's 8.1 millimeters in thickness, so it's not too thick. It's actually a bit thicker than the Galaxy S4. That's because it has such a flurry of features and options, which we will get into in the in-depth review. You can see the sides of the device has that similar Note 3 plastic look. You can see the bottom, you have the charging port, which also doubles up as a micro USB charging port. You have the back, which has a soft finish, and you have those little dots. Of course, you have the Galaxy S5 branding. Now, I'm surprised there's no T-Mobile branding here, which is actually pretty cool. I'm actually a fan of phones that don't have carrier branding on it. So you can see there's a Samsung logo on the front, on the back, dual LED flash, as well as the camera. All right, which we'll get into the camera and all that as well. The speaker, you got the volume rockers right here, the power button. You have the IR blaster and 3.5 millimeter headphone jack up top, proximity sensors, and the front-facing camera. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the lock screen. Let me show you guys the new feature that they've added here. You have the fingerprint scanner. So if I just swipe down, see it says swipe the entire pad. It says recognize, and there you go. You could set this up by going to settings, which if we were to go to settings right here, you can see they're different now. You have this colorful, more graphic intensive layout with the settings. And if I click on the three dot, you could see you could just do list view, go back to regular settings, and you still got those colorful icons. And of course, this thing is running on KitKat with touchwiz. If I go to About Device, you can see Android 4.4.2, KitKat with Samsung's latest touchwiz UI, which has a flurry of features, flurry of options, a multitude of different, as I said, features, but so many different things that they've added to the S5, such as the heart monitor, the fingerprint scanner, and all of the other bells and whistles that we're going to get into in the full extensive review. You also have features like Smart Stay, Smart Pause, of course the hovering feature if you're used to that on the Galaxy S4, plus the Note 3. You got touch sensitivity here, so if I click on that, touch sensitivity, so if you're utilizing, let's say, gloves, you can enable touch sensitivity. Of course, you have the notification bar, which you could just swipe things away. You can see you have the toggles, the brightness, you have S-Finder and Quick Connect right there as well. Of course, you can adjust this by basically going to the settings and removing or adding whatever toggles it is that you want to remove or add. You can also remove the brightness adjustment and whatnot. That's right there. So this has a ton of features. I mean, that's what Samsung goes for here with touchwiz, right? Is they just add a ton of features that basically are unique to their UI, and that's okay, because honestly, a lot of people are fans of that. I mean, that's why it's the #1 selling Android consumer phone. Now let me go back to the front buttons here. You can see the multitasking button, where you can just swipe everything away or close everything all at once. Now you have that home button as well, which has that round, more rounder feel than, let's say, the Galaxy S4, S3, which had a little bit more of a curvature to it. You have the back button, so you don't have a menu button here. Okay, that's going to be accessed with the three-dot menu button that you're going to get in specific apps. So the front of the device, really I like the front, but I feel like there's more bezel, right? I mean, you can see the sides, the top and the bottom. There's more bezel than say the S4, because there's so many more features that they've added, so I guess the device had to be a bit thicker, but really it's not that noticeable unless you're really paying attention. Of course, you have the pinch feature here, which you can see you get wallpapers, widgets, home screens. Not a big fan of the wallpapers that they've added here. I feel like they could have added some more high quality wallpapers, but nonetheless they're not bad. by any stretch of the imagination. I just feel like they could have added some more high quality wallpapers. You see home screen settings, My Magazine, which we're going to turn that off, but if you turn on My Magazine, it's very similar to Blink Feed. You get that on the left hand side. And you can see how My Magazine works. Okay, and again, you could just go back and disable that. If you long press on the home button, you could see you should be able to get Google Now. And then you could just go back. Okay, Google, tell me the weather. Okay, it's really depends on the network that you're running on, but you can see it go back to multitasking, close out of everything. All right, close out, close out. And again, if we were to long press again and go back to home screen settings, I could disable My Magazine. I could go to transition effect, 3D rotation, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to be doing an extensive review shortly, so look out for that, guys, this weekend. I'm also going to be doing a comparison with the HTC One. That would be the M8, the newest HTC One. You can see the camera. Great quality, even when you're in 100% zoom. Absolutely fantastic camera. Now let me go ahead and just show you guys what it looks like next to the M8. This is the gold HTC One. You can see what it looks like in comparison to this device. Alright, so this is the gold one. You got the white one obviously here with the S5. You can see both devices in terms of their screens are absolutely gorgeous, bright, great to view in direct sunlight. In terms of thickness, it's a bit deceiving on the HTC One's end because it does look thinner, but it does protrude out, so it's actually not thinner. It's 9.4 millimeters versus 8.1. You can see the top of the device, the bottom on both, the volume rockers, power buttons on top on the HTC One, whereas on the S5 it's on the right hand side. And again, looking at size, you can see the dual front facing speakers make the HTC One slightly a bit bigger, but nonetheless both are gorgeous devices in terms of what they have to offer. Both are the cream of the crop in terms of Android right now in the US. Okay, so I will be doing a great comparison, probably a two-part comparison with these two phones, comparing all sorts of different features and whatnot, so look out for that. Let's go ahead and put the M8 aside and just keep, looking around the phone here with the S5. And I'm a big fan when it comes to the physical attributes of a phone, and I do like the S5, okay, but I will give my opinion on what I think about the S5 in terms of its physical attributes in the in-depth review. Alright, so this is the Galaxy S5 unboxing, first look and a quick comparison with the HTC One M8. Alright guys, stay tuned for the full review coming up very soon, as well as the full comparison with the M8, as well as a flurry of other devices, Note 3, 5S, some Windows phones, etc. So look out for that, guys. Otherwise, I am Bear. You're watching Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Google+, like us on Facebook, all that good stuff. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.